Monuments often make Native Americans out to be naive, without any concept of commerce. The monument memorializing the purchase of Manhattan by the Dutch, for $24 worth of beads, typifies this myth. It stands in Battery Park on the southern tip of the island of Manhattan.
Think about this monument. The first thing that's amazing now is just to look at it. What do we see? We see this nearly naked Native American and this fully clothed, even with a jacket on, Dutchman. Now, I've been to New York City in August, and I can tell you that if this purchase that never took place in August, that is one hot Dutchman. I've been to Manhattan in February, and I can tell you if this purchase that never took place in February, that's one cold Indian. So what we're really seeing is we're seeing primitive and civilized. And the whole story is really about poor, stupid, primitive. Those Indians, they didn't even know what land is worth. I mean, $24 won't buy you a postage stamp worth of Manhattan today. Second of all, the Dutch never gave beads to anybody as far as we can tell. There's this statue, of course, shows them with some beads dangling that they're giving to the Indian. What the Indians wanted and what they got was stuff they couldn't make themselves, particularly metal kettles, steel axes, steel knives, guns, and brightly colored woven wool blankets. So for some fee, maybe something like $2,400 as far as I can tell, worth of this stuff, the Dutch bought Manhattan from the Canarsies. They bought it from the wrong tribe. Now, you can go to Canarsie, you can go to it on the subway. When you come up, you are in Brooklyn. In fact, you're in East Brooklyn at the end of the line. That's where the Canarsies lived. Why shouldn't they sell Manhattan? Wasn't theirs. For centuries thereafter, Europeans bought land from the wrong tribe, or they set up two factions within a tribe, and they bought it from one faction, bribed them, paid those folks a whole bunch of stuff, and then there'd be maybe a civil war or a war between two different Native American groups. Therefore, the French or the British or the Dutch didn't have to fight the natives. They were fighting each other, and meanwhile, the land ended up in European hands. History is without a doubt the only subject that the more you study it, the dumber you get. College professors in math are delighted if you've had more high school math. They'll put you in an advanced math course. But in history, this is not so. You have to break the icons, you have to break down the mythology, the lies, if you will, that you learned in high school and even in middle school and elementary school. You're really better off if you didn't learn them in the first place.